good evening. Hello. I'm Kate, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Thanks for coming. Pull up a chair. Tonight, I want to look into Sharon Archer. So the backstory of Sharon Archer is that Kaylee was really into true crime. That was her thing. That was like her jam. She was also guessing, well, she was pretty smart. One of the things that I had heard was that she had a spreadsheet on the organization, and that's what they like figured out. I have no idea the truth of that. I've never asked. There's a woman named Sharon Archer. Her story is that she was missing, declared missing in Idaho. And Kaylee called the police at least once that I can remember. I just wrote her name down on the list, and all I wrote was Kaylee reported seeing her, and then she was found a year later dead. Other than like number of mysterious deaths that happened there, I mean, please do your own research. This is all allegedly, in my opinion. No facts here. Just a chick with some tarot cards. There was a story I remember reading. This was from mainstream, so it was a kid. It's almost like that girl who died in the river in England. It was like this much water that she walked by every single day. It's very similar. And then there was a kid who was rushed to the hospital for an OD. They released him, and then he OD'd that night. And there's just a number of really deaths. There was like somebody fell out of a window at a party and got like flight for life, and no one's seen him since, or her since. So I don't know. The reason I want to look into the Sharon lady is because she's not Idaho 4. That energy is so heavy, and it makes the last couple nights just put me in a horrible mood. Divine Pathways Tarot is another reader's name, and she literally did a reading on the title of it's like Brian Koberger. It was the best reading that I've ever read or watched. It was like all of your answers, all the answers that I was looking for were there. And I don't want to like spoiler alert on you, so, or I won't spoiler alert it. I've watched it twice because I was just like, all the way light and all of the like prayers and the collective, not just like taking, I think it was just a great reading. I'd highly recommend it. So I don't feel like now, like we came in and we spread the light and it's, you know, everything. Oh, it's the butterfly effect. Like everything you do reverberates out. If we're energy, so it reverberates back out into the universe. And so I haven't felt Ethan since, which is like good and bad. You know, when you grieve really hard for someone, they get chained. It's almost like a chain. I guess you could call it a cord. That's why you do cord cutting. They get like chained here. And since I had like no emotional tie to him, and I always invite the whitest and lightest, you know, angels and stuff. So I feel like that's gonna go a really awesome way. If you check it out, let me know what you think. I watched it twice. Well, the card just jumped. Back to Sharon. Just talked for 4 minutes. So Sharon Archer, Kaylee reported seeing her. I think this was like at a Walmart. And okay, don't quote me on this, but I think the woman had been missing for like a year. Kaylee saw her at a Walmart, called it in. And then there's like some weird connection with that cop going back to the house or something. I don't really remember. It wasn't anything sketchy. Well, I mean, nothing that we're talking about is like above board, but it wasn't anything like, I don't know. So then allegedly they found this woman, Sharon, dead a year later. It's been a year since Kaylee died. So they just find her like yesterday? Literally? I should probably, I don't know. But these cards are ready to go. So we have some jumpers. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I'll just start laying them out. These are all the jumpers. If the whole party's coming, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, the World, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. Well, right off the rip, it's like clockwork. So I don't even feel like I have to be cryptic anymore. What are you gonna do? Like, welcome to the table. Everyone's invited to have a seat. Your voices matter too. Well, I'll just give you one guess. Who showed up? We have a Queen of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We have the World, which has represented Ethan, or the 4. This is the first card that he showed me when I don't usually channel through tarot cards. I like doing it, but usually I just do it. This was the card, and it was like, this is an ending. The world's done. The only two people, well, mostly this one, Queen of Swords. She's about 22 years old, 114 pounds. Used to live at 1122 King Road. Lived through a massacre. Might have heard of her. This has also shown up as her. Okay, then the other cards that have notoriously shown up for them. Remember when I was asking her if her well was running dry? I was in reverse again. 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles in reverse is fours are pillars. Think of the foundation of your home. If it's in reverse, it's like not a stable home. You're like not building a future on stability. It's like you're building it on sand. It can be thinking too critically of yourself, thinking too harshly. I'm telling you, the well is running dry. What do we call it? Oh, the Hierophant. Those are the heroes of this story. The Hierophant's doing what they said they were going to do. So then, well, we have these two. I don't want to say anything about it yet. Well, I haven't even cut them. These are just the cards that jumped. That just wanted to get ready before the entree. You don't say. 7 of Wands. Wands are wands are fire. Wands are also like, they get the spark going. It's also, I would call this a defensive card in this moment. We have the Empress. She gets that card a lot too. Oh, well, I'm going to say that Sharon Archer was unfortunately, I would say that this is Dylan, or it could be any one of the regulars. We call them regulars. This is like Cheers. Everyone knows your name. Come on over. So this is like can't sleep, insomnia. I've been reading it like people are starting to see between the lines. This is the 3 of Wands. Is it 3 or 2? 2 of Wands. So 2s are duality. This guy looks like he's planning a trip. Maybe taking a pause, taking a break. Well, we know that the exporting business is at a standstill. I can tell you that. We don't even have a cup on here. Cups can be addiction or drugs, drinking, whatever. There's not one cup, but there's a lot of pentacles in reverse, and there's a lot of stress and anxiety. This is like a super anxious card. Well, according to the Divine Reading Tarot, I would say that she has a lot of reason to be stressed. And that is amazing. So we have this guy wandering off. Got this. We don't have to keep going. She feels like the weight of the world is on her. The Ace of Wands in reverse too. So this card is my D card. This is also, wait, can you see it? Oh, it's in reverse. I'm sorry. I just picked up. It landed in reverse. So it's not my D. This is the D card. Take that with what you will. In reverse. So wands are sparks. Wands are fire. Wands are also like, well, I would say that she's hopeless because it's right next to the King. King of Swords. Well, let's just talk about these two. So the King, Queen of Swords. They're kings and queens. They're not the emperor, but they're the king. They are both cold AF. Like, swords are words. So fighting with your word, well, you can do 2 things with a sword. You can open a letter or you could do other things. They're just sharp. They're sharp. It's just not like a ton of cuddling. I'll just say that. There's no cuddling here. She's looking to the king and he's like, bye, bitch. He's not looking at her. She feels hopeless, broke, and the world is like between them. Say they're having a few issues. Well, I told you about my theory about the prosecution, and I'm sure they're 5 steps ahead of me because I was 3 weeks behind them. But I'd go to both of them and be like, one of you is going to go down for this. So if you flip, they don't mind flipping. They have no problem playing both sides. I'd say that, yes, Miss Sharon did come to an unfortunate end. That was not natural. I don't care what it says. I don't know what it says. I don't really want to know if there was any kind of I don't want to know the details because it is a little bit curious that she was missing. Well, I don't know when she was found. That's the other thing. When she was missing and when she was no longer here because I don't know how psycho these guys are. I mean, we are not playing with regular empathetic humans. We're dealing straight up psycho and sociopathic. And I'm not please do your own research. I'm not a doctor. I read a lot and I learned a lot and I like learning. And I can tell you that, the best way to explain it through an archetype is this is a socio-psychopathic tendency. If you had to describe psychopath with cards, I would use these 2 to describe a psychopath or a sociopath. I guess I would put it for both of them because it starts with in my experience, it starts with narcissism sociopath, psychopath. They're not like warm and cuddly, but I don't want to I don't know. The cards could be telling us more. I don't want to go down that road. I just wanted to ask like if she was connected. Kaylee did see her. I should do a reading just on Kaylee. These two cards just jumped out. So this was in reverse to you guys, and this was in reverse to me. So the Hanged Man's just waiting around. This is like the the 6 of Swords, trying to get out of here. If it's in reverse, it's like you have no hope. It's like you're not going anywhere. Hanged Man in reverse is like, I don't love the Hanged Man in general, probably because I read way too much true crime about it. But the thing, all right, I just asked the question and I'm getting the answers. So what I asked was like, I don't know if they're into torture. I don't want to know. That's not my jam. Like, I don't want to know. But what I did ask, there's a lag between either me or the story that I read or the story I saw. I didn't read any story. I don't read news. I read history. The Hanged Man, we have a lot of waiting cards. I don't like this. I'm just gonna like ask in my head if I'm allowed to ask this question out loud. And I'm just gonna shuffle them so well, the answer is yes. And our heroes just came. Hi, FBI. Hi, US government. So what I think this is telling us, and I really have no idea, is there was some people moving, I'm guessing, that was going on. And between the time that she was missing and the time Kaylee saw her, and then there's like breaks that no one has reported seeing her. I wonder if Kaylee just got way too close. But anyway, you know what I mean by people moving? Unfortunately, I think that's what was happening. Like at first I was worried they were leaving her in like a dungeon. I would say that there was, I wouldn't call it a dungeon specifically. Let's just send her a lot of love and light. These are both duality cards for, I wonder if Dylan's picking up a drinking problem. She's picking up a lot of stuff and it's a lot of baggage. And her boyfriend still doesn't want to have anything to do with her. If we did a criminal profile on Dylan or Queen of Swords, I don't know this girl. I could care less. This is what, I'm just reading cards, literally. I have no idea what a criminal profile would look like for her, but I do watch a lot of CSI. Or what is that one? Criminal Minds, that's one. I have a feeling this is some like Criminal Minds shit. I don't know. Still seeing, what I'm seeing is our hero came in to save the day, God. But there's a lot of disturbing things on here that aren't like well-rounded normal person. I mean, I don't even want to look at the cards anymore. They're not like, I almost want to put her on like Ted Bundy level of like, what's Anne Ruth or Anne Todd? The author who writes awesome books about the serial killers. I feel like if she was still around, she just got a new client. I wanted to do like an angel reading on this woman, Sharon. So yes, Kaylee did see her. Yes, she was caught up in the regular crowd. I guess I don't know enough about that world of moving people. I know what it's for. I can't say it here, but I don't know if she was, I don't know. It didn't. I think that she's in a better, and I hate to say this too, I hate saying this, but I feel like she's in like a better spot now. Like as soon as I pulled out the angel cards, it was like light, sunshine, I saw sunflowers, like I could feel them. So let's just drop. These don't get read in reverse, just so everyone knows. This is, reach for your dreams. You know what? I bet you that Sharon knows Xana's mom, who's actually been making the rounds on podcasts and stuff because she deserves a voice too. Everyone does. I bet you they knew each other. The people that didn't show up, I mean, the 4 kids were there, technically. The people that didn't show up were the Hermit and the Emperor. It was like too low on the minion scale, yet past the Queen. She's like such a micromanager. She really wanted her fingers and everything. But that's okay. So yes, this woman, Sharon, Kaylee did see her. I wonder what that had to, if that had anything to do with it. But what it did have is she's asking us all to reach for our dreams and to go for it. With that, I'm just gonna purple jump. I wonder if she liked purple. I don't know her or anything about her, but I wonder if like her favorite color was purple because both of the cards came out that jumped had purple on them. So if you know Sharon, she wants to give you a message that she's happy and healthy and to use your gifts. You're not tapping in. You can feel her and you're just ignoring it, not trusting yourself. So she wants you to reach for the stars and that you have gifts and she wants you to remember them. That I will love you and leave you. Thanks for coming. I don't know what we're going to do next time. So if anyone has any ideas, wants to look into anything, let me know and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.